the reaction to this, to any broader political negotiations, just not interested now.
I mean, the power of that, I mean, it was evident there. But, I mean, if you look at the situation, I suppose when we were talking... Hey,
everybody. Welcome to the Cord Cutter. We're doing a Cord Cutter episode here on the 5th of March, 2015. How you doing? Found a really cool site here. I've actually known about this for a while, but I just started exploring it again. It's called Streema. Streema has a whole bunch of radio and TV feeds on it. And you just go to Streema.com and just go start searching. You can set up an account. It'll give you you can put favorites in here. You can go through a whole bunch of TV things. For example, you can search for television. There's the BBC World News on there. There's a whole bunch of cool things. A lot of other language channels here. VOA Persian television. Let's see what that looks like. Error loading stream. Okay. I don't know. Maybe they don't let you. Okay, I can probably see they probably don't want you watching that in the United States. There's probably some block on it. But let's see. Trinidad and Tobago, the live streaming schedule for CNC3. Okay, so they're not on the air right now. But a whole bunch of things. Let's see what the CP24 from Toronto looks like. What is that? See if that comes up. Do. There we go. Toronto's breaking news. CP24.
Regional police are investigating a fatal incident. This is on the road north of Newmarket. Let's go to CP24's Cam Woolley now, who joins us.
Well, anyhow, there's a whole bunch of cool things you can search all over the place for all these channels. NASA TV. Let's see if that works. Here we go. There we go. Watching NASA TV. So a whole lot of cool things you can watch. A lot of newsy stuff, a lot of foreign language stuff, but some really cool stuff on Streema. So just go to Streema.com. You got to be, of course, a broadband connection, all that. But what's other really cool is the radio side of things. I mean, there are some, just cool radio stations all over the place. For example, even locally, I can't get WRNR in Annapolis, but you punch them in here, and up it pops, and there you go.
Muse have a new album coming in 2015. Oh, so much good music on the way. My Morning Jacket are releasing an album. Alabama Shakes, Mumford & Sons, Of Monsters and Men. And they're all going to have tours to go along with it. We are just a couple of album releases away from summer. I'm Carrie. Spoon, Clapton, and Arctic Monkeys are next on 103.1 R&R.
This hour of music sponsored by Alpha Engineering Associates.
Well, anyhow, so isn't that cool? You can pull it. I mean, I've done a whole bunch of searches. WTMD up there in Towson, 89.3. Then they have their second channel, the Baltimore channel. I'll play sounds like the Beatles there. Yeah. But again, this is a really cool site for both radio and television. So I would highly recommend that. Hey. But even for your local signals, we're looking down here. There's, these are the top stations. There's WFAN in New York. And the nice thing about it is that it's really quick and easy to do. A lot of times if you're using different apps, it can take forever to get streams to load and whatever. Transcontinental FM, Brazilian country folk, WABC up in New York, which is kind of neat.
WTMD, the Beatles, of course. We also heard J. Roddy Walston and The Business, Heavy Bells. And we started off with something brand new from the Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band, Let's Jump a Train. It's about 10:30. I'm Scott Mullins. I got Galler here with me this morning, hoping to get you to go to the phone and give us a call at 410-704-8970. Pledge online at WTMD.org.
The Auto Bar supports WTMD, presenting Animal Collective featuring geologist Avery Terre and Deacon, Thursday, March 5th. The 11th, Current Swell.
Anyway, so what do you know?
Pharmacology.
So just, punching up a bunch of cool stations. So there. Isn't that cool? Let's just see. Okay, let's try a local here. Let's try WTOP, see if they punch up on this.
Between Eastern
there we go.
And the
Everybody's on here.
Bridge
Snow coming down, slush covers
And
the
snow.
road. But the good news is drivers are
Snow,
moving
snow,
below
snow,
the
snow,
speed
snow.
limit and actually
Snow,
using
snow,
their
snow.
Rob Stallworth, WTOP Traffic.
We also have a report of a new crash now. Suitland Parkway at Alabama
Let's
Avenue.
try
Keep an eye out
winds
for
in New
any
York.
activity there.
10
Westbound I-70
winds.
Before Maryland 27, there was an accident. Also westbound University Boulevard that ripped to the up.
There's something for every sports fan on CBSLocalSports.com. Watch live radio shows and original video programming like pregame playlist and player style files that gives fans a locker room perspective on their favorite teams and players.
As hard as I can for as long as
Anyway, so there's a lot of cool stuff on there. So that's really cool. So I recommend Streema for a lot of cool stuff. A lot of that you can get on some of the Roku channels. But, you know, that Roku, Nowhere TV, there's a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of local news feeds on that and everything else. So really cool. That's for cord cutter. You know, if you're not a cord cutter, if you have your cord still there, you're still umbilically connected to Comcast. Then another thing I discovered, which was kind of cool, was Discovery now has a bunch of cool channels. For example, they have digital channels, online digital channels, something called SourceFed. It's got a lot of, sciencey political things. There's a lot of shows on here. This is a Discovery Digital network, as you can see there. But they've got SourceFed. They seem to be, geared more to younger people, but, whatever. What else did I find on here that I liked? Seeker Network was kind of cool. Another Discovery Digital network. So Discovery is now getting more and more into the digital side of things, realizing that, they want to be able to cut the, people are going to be cutting the cord and going over there. But one cool thing I noticed here, they got a whole bunch of, they're kind of small shows, okay? They're short shows. Going Off the Grid, for example, it's like a 5-minute chunk of this family that goes from Boston and goes to live out in the wilds of Idaho, and little things, but they have weekly series about that. There's a Seeker Daily thing here, for example. You just punch everything up, and they're short.
Okay. Imagine it's Christmas morning and you open up a card from your grandmother, and inside the card is money. You immediately check to see how much you got. 13-year-old Connor McLeod went through a similar experience 2 Christmases ago. Anyway, a whole bunch of that. And there's a bunch of other channels. There's called Revision 3, which is another Discovery Digital network. A lot of weird shows, comedy, gaming, mind control, tattoos, kind of pop culture-y stuff. What else do I have here? Animalist was another one of their channels. Whatever. So anyhow, it's interesting. Of course, you got Discovery News, which has a whole bunch of cool things here. So, it's interesting to see a lot of these channels gravitating more and more to the cord-cutting people out there. So anyway, that's cool. And another one called Test Tube. Test Tube here. I guess I got a lot of internet-y things. And again, it's another one of those Discovery Digital networks. So, some good stuff to check out if you're how do insects poop? Okay, is France anti-Semitic? Anyway, some cool stuff there for you. All right. One of the interesting things I noticed when I go to it, even though I don't have a Comcast TV subscription, there's still a lot of Comcast-y stuff I can watch. For example, if I go to the Xfinity website, since I am getting my internet through them, anything. Okay, now see something with that little orange lock means that orange key means I can't access it. But for example, CBS I can ABC and Fox I can't do anything with, but with CBS I can. So it's kind of interesting. So for example, I could watch Chicago Fire, but they won't let me watch Fresh Off the Boat, even though it was on TV last night. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I need a subscription to ABC. I can watch The Voice. Can't watch Gordon Ramsay. Now, some of this stuff they will let you watch. For example, if you were to go to, say, Modern Family. Whoops. Modern Family. I can't type MODERN. Modern Family. So if I go to Modern Family, for example, okay, here's what. Okay, they won't let me watch the latest episode, which was on last night. Or it's on the other night. Yeah, last night. Actually did watch it on the air. But they will let me watch the older episodes. So I can't watch 17 episode, but I can watch 16, 15, 14, 13, and the previews. So anyway, what do you know about that? Here's what's interesting too. Better Call Saul, which is a show on Better Call Saul, yeah, which is a show on AMC, which is the guy from Breaking Bad. Good show. I like it. I've been watching parts of it. But they let you watch the first 2 episodes, and then 3, 4, and 5 you can't. But they have these clip shows that basically tell you the entire plot of the show you missed, which you can watch. So a lot of cool things. But the interesting thing is that even if you're using, say, Comcast for your broadband, even if you don't have them as your TV provider, there's still a lot of stuff on their website you can watch. Okay, as I said, they won't let you watch the recent stuff from, say, Fox and ABC, but you can watch stuff from a week or 2 ago. But you can't watch just about anything from CBS and NBC. And then there's a lot of cable networks too, where they, some of the stuff is blocked off, but some of it is available. Now you can't watch everything. Now, granted, if you had a cable subscription and all these channels on your subscription, to be able to watch everything. But it's amazing how much you still can watch, even though you don't have a TV subscription with Comcast. So check it out. Even if you're cut your cable cord to Comcast and you still have Xfinity Internet, still go on that Xfinity TV site, because there's still a lot of stuff on there that you can watch. Hunt around. So that's my advice. All right, folks. Thanks for watching the Cord Cutter for the 5th of March, 2015. Go ahead and check out my Dave TV of a couple days ago, where I do talk about some cool broadcast TV channels I've been watching, including Get TV, Antenna TV, Me TV, and Movies with a exclamation point. Okay, if you can get those in your area over the air on the various sub channels, they're very cool channels, and I really like them a lot. And I did a little linky dink on that at Dave TV a couple days ago. All right, folks. Thanks for watching Cord Cutter. Adios, amigos.